Hello and welcome to another tutorial for XFX messages, and this time we're going to do something a bit more complicated, and that is tracking a conversation onto a moving background. Here we have the woman looking at a mobile phone, and what we want is this pre-made, I made it earlier, set of text messages to appear on the left hand side of her, but also I want them to be locked to her mobile phone, so they go up and down, left and right with her mobile phone. So it looks as if they're actually coming from there, heighten the effect. You think the easiest way to do this would be to go and get one of the tracking plugins with the image wells in the inspector and drop the conversation into that. But bad news, when you do that, it doesn't animate the conversation correctly. So it took us a while, it took us a couple of days to work out how to do it, but we've actually found a way to get this message to track in the right place on video, and I'll show you that now. The key to this is the plugin right at the top, the multiple message tracker, and it doesn't do anything when you preview, but it's pretty powerful. And let me show you what it does. If I go into the inspector, you can see I have the object tracker in here. I need to be set on track. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bounding box onto the mobile phone, like so. I'm also going to put a bit of smoothing on there so we don't get any jitter, and then hit the track forward button. And I'm pretty sure you've seen from the other tutorials, this is a pretty quick process, and the object tracker you can see is following the mobile phone on the video. That looks great, nice track, and then it writes the keyframes. You can actually alter those keyframes on the timeline should you wish. If you get a bump or something you need to go round, or something gets obscured, redo the keyframes to sort that out. Okay, now we have that, but there's nothing. Okay, it's tracking nicely, but there's nothing on there. There's also no image well in the inspector, so how are we going to sort that out? Okay, what we need to do is we need to take our messages and drop that underneath the tracker. Again, nothing is going to happen, because what I need to do is set that to display. And the problem with that is everything's going. Right, not a problem, because what we're going to do is make that into a compound clip. And we can see we now have the messages moving, but they're in the wrong place, so not a problem. Open it up, I'm going to resize them and put them up there, say that. Example. Go back out to the compound clip and hit play. And there we have our moving conversation tracked exactly to the mobile phone. Remember, it's the power of the compound clip. You have to put the tracker on the original video first, then put whatever you want to be tracked underneath that and make it into a compound clip. It also means there's a built-in tracker in this plugin. You can put actually anything underneath there and track it to anything. Well, that's a little Easter egg that we found out. So a tracking conversation, relatively easy to do. We got around the problem with the compound clip, and I hope you enjoy all of the messages plugins. We put a lot of hard work into them, and we think they look really good. But from me for now, goodbye.